I'd say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first down, Tagovailoa. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They ran a lot of pressure there already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But you look at this defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throw caught by Achan. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On first down, back to Achan. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Looking to pass. Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. Straight ahead with Achan. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They work now on 2nd and 9. Achan here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back around the 18-yard line. Michael Pierce, in one of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill? And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tua. On target over the middle of Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Tua going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the got to Hill. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown in his first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Hill to try again. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill His third rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dolphins.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. On the handoff, it's Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 are going to try and go quickly here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Evans on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Sanders' kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't, and that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe with an amazing diving catch. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing is Jackson.
It's deep for Duvernay.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run straight ahead with Hill. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Coming left is Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
this down about the 21 or 22.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the first and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Hill going to try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block anyone at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the second level and create some space.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Punch it in right now, boys.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Dolphins first down.
From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Hill one more time. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Middle. Get some yards, boys. Middle. Hey.
Here's Hill again on second down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Ravens on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. Up the middle. It's Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
This is 1st and 10. Tua.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Tua.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Throwing Tua. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
It's deep for Duvernay.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Open man downfield is Duvernay. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson punching it in from a yard away.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talent. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
That is incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And Charles, you know what coaches